Going live. Five minutes. All right. All right. I have to hope I get it done right. You have to stay in here. You have to stay in here, honey. Yeah, you have to stay in here, honey. Want to sit with me? You can come sit with me. Would you like to sit up here? Well, come here. Come on. Come on. You can come. Want to say hi to everybody? Say hi. There's nobody there yet. There's nobody there yet. But you can say hello. Say hi. My name is Izzy, and I'm a silly girl. I'm so silly. I need a haircut. I do, but I know as soon as I cut your hair, it'll get cold. And then you'll be freezing. You don't like sweaters. You're not much for wearing sweaters. Oh, hello. Hey, I don't know who's there. I'm sorry, I'm like watching my phone, sitting here with my dog. So if you've never met my dog, this is one of them. This is little Izzy, and she's hilarious. She makes me laugh all the time. So I'm watching the clock. I want to give everybody time to log on, and I'm a rookie with webinars on air, and so I'm hoping that I get everything done right. But bottom line, we'll get to connect and talk a little bit about AdvoCare. I just look like blue. I don't know what else to do about that, so hopefully you won't be looking at me that much anyway. So we'll give this another 2 minutes, and then I'll push the go button, and we'll start chatting about AdvoCare. So hopefully my dogs won't bark during this. We'll cross our fingers. technology. I'm too old to be learning new tricks, I think, but I'm trying. Girl, Izzy, that's a good girl, Beans. Somebody told me that they play music. I could do that in my living room, but I decided to come into my office so that maybe we would have less distractions. Yay, we have somebody else that's on. Hey, we'll get started in just a minute. I'm watching the clock, so it looks like we've got less than 60 seconds, and we'll get rocking and rolling. And you guys cross your fingers that I push all the right buttons so that you can see the right things on my screen. I've been practicing, but I'm still not totally competent with webinars on air, but I like it. I'm really liking what we can do with it. And after we do all of this, I will open things up. We can have some Q&A. And so if you guys have questions while I'm going along, I can't encourage you enough to get pen and paper, write them down. And I'm an open book, so there's no question that you can't ask me. I'm a real people, and I like to help real people, and we have real people problems, and so that's what this is about, is helping you guys get solutions so that you can start getting really healthy. All right, my clock just clicked 8, but my computer, there we go. All right, I'm gonna push the go button, and we're gonna get this thing started. So first of all, before I put the slides and everything up, I want to thank you guys for making time to jump on here with me tonight. It's really a privilege to share with you something that has helped me. What I'm going to share with you tonight, it gave me my life back, and being able to reach out and share with other people possible solutions. I mean, I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if you grab a hold of this, that it's going to get you to where you want to go. It's not, there's nothing that you can swallow that can undo negative food choices. But hopefully what I'm going to walk you through tonight is going to give you a bit of a paradigm shift, and you'll start looking at what you're ingesting, and you're going to take control of that. And what, I've got the thing up there, you can probably see the 24-day challenge. Hopefully what you'll understand is how these things come in, and they fill in the gaps, and they get you to a place where you're not, like, I don't know about you, but I used to try things and I was like hanging on by my fingernails, praying for the clock to tick over so I could go to bed, so I could wake up and go, I got one day done, So this is about helping you get to a place where you're just in the groove and you feel really good. Your body is responding. I mean, how beautiful is that? And you feel good. I'm heading into the second half of my life, and I feel better than I did the first half. And my gosh, I can't wait to help you guys know how I've gotten that done. So I'm going to do my little screen share thing, and we're going to start talking. All right, I hope you're ready, and hopefully you're going to get to see what I'm putting up here. Screen share, off we go. All right, no more resolutions. What most people do, one of my friends from high school posted today, she's going to open a gym and call it the resolution gym. And for the first 2 weeks, everybody will show up with their sweat towels, and then for the rest of the year, they'll turn it into a bar. And, I think many people go through the holidays, and there's, so many things that are just, it revolves around food, and then you have this abundance of calories that are going into your body, and they're usually like really processed and high sugar, high fat, high wheat and flour, and you wind up feeling really bloated and yucky. And so the first of the year rolls around, and you're like, oh my goodness, thank goodness the holidays are over, I want to get back on track. And then you have the best of intentions, and then life starts happening. What I want to help you do is have the best of intentions and then have lifestyle results. So no more resolutions. I want to help you get results once and for all. Get into a lifestyle that you love, one that you'll prefer. I call it going off the reservation. And you're going to go off the reservation. We're going to have life, birthday cake happens. But I want to help you get to a place where you can go off the reservation. And then after you do, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to get up tomorrow and get back on track. And so welcome again. This is all about you. I really am here as an offer of help to you. So I want you to begin to think about what would you like to have differently about your health and your fitness. I'm going to ask you a hard question. Are you in the best shape of your life right now? And if you're not, what are the things that you would say are keeping you from being in the best shape of your life? And then I also want to ask you to take a moment and think about, what would it be like if you were in the best shape of your life right now? What would you do? What would be the possibilities that would be in front of you right now that are not? And so I want you to really begin to give that picture of, I'm in the best shape of my life. What do my days look like? I want you to begin to breathe life into that vision. I want it to have, I want you to think about the clothes you'd wear, the places that you would go, who you would hang out with, what kind of things you would do, what kind of food you would eat, how you would feel, what kind of mood you would be in. I want you to really begin to color that image in and have it so that it's so detailed and so real to you that when you look in the mirror and that's not where you are, it like freaks you out because there's an incongruence. And I want that future vision to be so exciting that you can't wait to get to it. That's really a key component to helping you get this done once and for all. So a little bit about me. I'm a single mom. I'm a former certified personal trainer, group fitness instructor. I'm a certified boot camp. I can't remember what the CBCMT. I'm a master trainer for boot camp, certified master trainer for boot camp. I'm a triathlete. I've helped thousands of real people lose thousands of unwanted pounds and keep them off. And that's the big thing. I was talking to somebody just a week or so ago. And after we talked for a little while, she said, I'm just so grateful for our conversation. She said, because I don't feel intimidated and I don't feel shamed. When I go into the gym, I feel like everybody's staring at me and I just feel really uncomfortable. And she said, in talking to you, I feel like I'm okay where I am and that it's okay and that I can get where I want to go. And I want you guys to know that the body you're in right now is miraculous, and I want you to live in gratitude. This is a place to shut the negative voice off. I want you to begin to be aware of that negative voice in your head, and I want you to take control of it and shut it off. That voice is a liar and a thief, and I want you to start kicking its butt. Let's give life to the miracles that are going on inside you. There's so many things for you to be grateful for. I've seen it posted so many times recently. I woke up with 2 gifts today. I opened both my eyes or something like, I can't remember what it is, but it's, I woke up and I could see it out of both my eyes. Begin to give thanks for everything. When you begin to live in gratitude, everything else beautiful flows from there. And that negative voice, that voice that's keeping you down, that voice that's shooting all over you, is keeping you from what you're capable of. And I want to help you pursue the greatness that's inside of you. And it begins from a place of gratitude. Let's be grateful for where we are, the opportunity that we have to connect, and what we're going to talk about right here and right now, and where it's going to lead you. It's going to lead you to the best version of you, and I'm so fired up about that. So I've helped people improve their health and their wellness. I love when people, I've gotten to where when somebody calls me up crying, it used to freak me out. I used to get really scared. I'm like, oh my gosh, what have I done? And now when they call me up crying, I know that it's because something miraculous has happened. They've gotten a report from their doctor that they didn't think was possible. You guys begin to embrace this truth. 8 out of the top 10 causes for death in America can be connected to nutrition, what you're ingesting. And when we help you begin to take ownership of that and begin to live in the truth of that, that's when you begin to have health and wellness that you are excited about. I want to help you add life to your years, years to your life. Okay, this isn't about playing a game with a scale. This is about helping you be an amazing, phenomenal human being. Okay. If you like to compete, I love getting to the starting line and where I was. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. I just thought, those days for me are over. I'm not going to be able to do that anymore. I was so depressed about it. And so for me to share with you that I'm getting ready for a half Ironman, I just did a half marathon. I did an international distance triathlon in September. I'm back to the starting line. It's awesome. And if you have any desire for any of that, if you, I coach people that have never worked out in their lives and help them find joy in playing again. And if that's you, that's awesome. If you don't want to run or you don't have any desire to walk or anything like that, we're going to find something that you like to do that inspires you. If you want to compete, I want you to know we're going to help you compete at a higher level than you ever thought was possible. It's so much fun. And then, another thing, I had a baby in my 40s. I'm in my 50s now. I had a complete hysterectomy, complete thyroidectomy. And you want to talk about having a metabolism that is stubborn as all get out. That's mine. And I've learned how to deal with that. So if that's you, I'm your girl. I'm going to show you the path to having a rock and rollin', fired up metabolism. And again, I want to help you live a lifestyle that you love. I want you to be excited about getting up in the morning. So again, this is all about you. I want to help you get results that stick and stay. Real people that are living real crazy busy lives. I want you to know I coach people that are on their feet for 12-hour shifts nonstop, truck drivers, bus drivers. I don't care, what the other commitments are in your life. I want you to know that today is a great day to help you learn how to start feeling better. And if that's your lifestyle, oh my goodness gracious, we've got to help you learn what we're going to cover here in the next little bit so that you can be in the best possible shape to handle the battle that you're in. Before Advocare, I felt like I was heading into storms in a dinghy. I was in a little rubber raft, and now I'm in a battleship, and I want to help you become armed and dangerous too. So I'm going to help you start getting great sleep. Before I learned all the things I'm going to share with you, I had barely slept. I don't know that I'd slept through the night in over 4 years. We're going to help you minimize your stress. Or if there's no way to do that at the moment, we're going to help you handle it better. We're going to help your body have what it needs so that it can handle that stress better. And if it's on your radar to get into smaller jeans, my goodness gracious, we're going to help you make that happen. And we're going to help you add muscle, that beautiful, sexy, shiny, fat burning muscle. It fires up your metabolism. Sitting still, you'll be burning more calories when I'm done with you if you stick with me than you are right this very second. All right. Does any of this sound like you? Are you running nonstop all day, every day? Are you exhausted? Do you have sleep issues? Are you stressed out? Do things on your body ache? Does it hurt to move? Do you have medical concerns? Is there heart disease, diabetes, obesity, cancer, joint issues, irritable bowel issues, anything like that? Do you get respiratory issues a lot? Sinus infections? Have you been on antibiotics a lot? Any of those kinds of things. Is that you? Are you crabby? Are you addicted to any of these things? Sugars, carbs, salt, fats, processed foods, drive-thrus, sodas? Are you a yo-yo dieter? Have you played that game where you get your body into ketosis and you starve yourself down to where the scale says a number and you celebrate for that whole 15 minutes that it's there, and then the birthday cake happens, the doors get busted wide open, and you start gaining all the weight back and then some, right? And then are you in a place where you just don't feel like working out? You're wiped out. You got no gas left in the tank, and you don't feel like working out, and you're shoulding on yourself. I should be working out, So if any of that sounds like you, you're in the right place. This is where I was. I was working 24/7 to build a boot camp business. I had 8 locations, 72 instructors. I'm a single mom, and I had worked for 18 months before I earned my first dollar of profit. I expected it though. You're starting a business, you expect it to take a couple of years for it to start gaining some ground. I was tired. I had had a couple of strokes. I was suffering from 2 to 3 migraines a week, postmenopausal, thyroidectomy. I had a baby in my 40s. I already shared that stuff with you. Things on my body hurt, and my metabolism was going backwards. I couldn't lose weight to save my neck. And I want you to think about this. I'm like the food log whisperer. I'm a guru about what to eat. I'm not certified, but it's just like I've looked at it for so long, and it's a passion of mine that I've got kind of a sixth sense about it. But I couldn't lose weight. You know, I was working out 2 and 3 times a day. It's equivalent of running about a half marathon a day. And I could lose 2 pounds in a month. And if I didn't hold my mouth right for 1 week, and I'd gain 3, you know? So that's where I was when my friend Denise shared a packet of Spark with me. And you know, I thought, well, I'm middle-aged. I've heard that this is what happens. I'm just gonna have to get used to it. After having the hysterectomy, and I didn't know that's what I was gonna wake up to. But after having that, there's a different kind of a fat that comes on your body after that. That's like glue, man. It's really different. And until you live through it, you just think, oh, whatever. You know, they must be snacking on something and not telling somebody, you know. But I'm here to tell you that's not the case at all. So, and you know, I told you I hadn't slept through the night in about 4 years. So, what happened? My friend Denise saw how tired I was. She's an Ironman athlete. She's a mom of 3. And she just said, here, you need to try this. And I got to tell you guys, she checked on me twice. And I was like, she goes, I'm calling you tomorrow morning. And I went, all right, fine, I'll drink it. And I want you to know the thought bubble over my head was, I'll drink it, and then I'm going to go get my coffee. I want you to know coffee was my boyfriend. But I don't know if you can identify with this. I told people all the time, I look like I'm here, but I'm not. I felt like my eyeballs were propped open with toothpicks. And coffee was the only thing that was keeping me from passing out in public. But she shared that one packet of Spark with me, and 3 hours later, I realized I hadn't even thought about coffee, and I felt good. It was like the lights were on and Melly was home. You know, I found my brain again. It was awesome. She got my attention. I said, okay, I'm open to whatever this is. 24 days later, 8 pounds and 11 inches were gone. And I had to take some of my measurements out. My biceps and my shoulders had gotten bigger, which I love. I love being strong. So I was like totally fired up about that. 3 dress sizes later, here I am, about 4.5 years later. So I feel like $1,000,000. I got my life back. It took a little bit, but I got, you know, and depending on where you are and how long you have been depleting your body and not taking great care of it, you know, let's be realistic here. It may take your body a little bit to recover from where you are right now. So it took me a little bit. And I'll never forget the first night that I slept through the night. I slept like a rock. I didn't wake up every hour looking at the clock. It was like a miracle. It was incredible. And then I got back to the starting line. I'm back to competing and doing races and stuff again. And I feel awesome. I feel awesome. And then, you know, a year into my journey with this, I walked away from the boot camp business, and I've been able to be a full-time work from home mom. And with this, I'm able to coach people all across the country. Whereas with boot camp, I could only coach people that could get to me at 5 o'clock in the morning. So here's where we're going to start. I want you to look at your belly. And I want you to think about what you've been ingesting. And I want you to think about what's in your gut. Okay. 70% of the body that you're running around in is scripted from your GI tract. There are really strong, powerful messages that are being sent to you from that. I call it the monster that you've created that's sitting down in your belly. And when you think that you don't have self-control, when you think that it's you that's going to the drive-through, you think that it's you that's reaching for that 6th can of soda today, I want you to know that it's not you. The food manufacturers have studied this, and they have targeted us. They have pounded into our heads these images. I remember the first time that I'm old. So I remember the first time that I went to Burger King, and the commercials were all over TV, and they were these beautiful, juicy looking, fresh, stacked hamburgers, right? And I went to Burger King and I got this thing and it looked like somebody had sat on it. And I thought, well, it must be what they showed me in the picture, right? There's something in us, there's this suspension and disbelief, or so I don't know what it is, where we just go, well, it must be okay. I want you to take the blinders off, take the scales off of your eyes, and begin to look at this for real. They've marketed to us. I want you to know that they have put these combinations together because they know that it hits our brain and it is more powerfully addictive than heroin. Okay? More powerfully addictive than heroin and crack cocaine. So when you're sitting there beating yourself up, I want you to know that you have been rooked into this. And I want to help you take a hard right-hand turn off of this path and tell them, no, you don't have me anymore. I'm opting out of your program. And look at how it's turning out. People are living shorter lives and unhealthy, miserable, they're aching and they're in a bad mood and they're not sleeping good and they're having to take a gazillion medications and they're going to the doctor and they're paying a ton of money in prescriptions. And if you think that the pharmaceutical companies aren't part of this, you're wrong on that count too. So think about, guys, I want you to begin to empower yourself and look at this for real and look around, and I want you to think about what you're ingesting. And when it goes down into your belly, it's a science experiment gone wrong. And what's so incredible is our bodies are so miraculous that when we start taking care of it properly, it responds really quickly. You're going to be so excited when I share some things with you about how quickly it's going to begin to turn around and you can retake control. I saw somebody post something the other day on this 21-day sugar detox. It doesn't take 21 days, guys. It takes 30 hours. 30 hours of no sugar, and the beast in your belly starts starving. You start starving it, then your cravings for sugar will start going down notably within 30 hours. How awesome is that? So I want you to begin to look at what you're ingesting. I want you to remember this phrase, edible food-like substance. So many things that you're putting in your mouth are just that. You can chew them up and swallow them and it doesn't kill you right then, but it's killing you. And oh my gosh, you would be better off eating paper than so many things that we're putting in our mouths. They call it a happy meal and they market it to us to put into our kids' bodies. There's nothing happy in a happy meal. That soda makes them a host environment for cancer. And if you knew things about those potatoes, those little French fries, those potatoes, the farmers, when they spray the fields, the chemicals are so toxic that the farmers don't go outside for 5 days. And I want you to think about a potato. It's like a sponge. And there's so much more that they do to that poor little potato. The moment that they start preparing it, they completely take any nutritional content out of it. And then they pack it full of they superheat the molecules and the fat that they deep fry it in, and it becomes a carcinogen. So you're putting soda in their belly, host environment for cancer, this toxic carcinogen, and they're calling it a happy meal, right? Have you ever found a French fry under the seat of your car? Have you ever noticed that mold won't even eat it, right? I've got a friend that has a Happy Meal that's 13 years old. And it looks the same as the day she bought it. Mold won't eat it. Don't put it in your kid's body anymore, ever, ever. Don't go to that place ever again. There's nothing in there that has any nutritional content. If you're that hungry, I would rather you eat paper, I'm not kidding, or eat crayons, because then at least your poop will be colorful. Sorry, I have a really weird sense of humor. So the next thing I want to tell you about is your GI tract. So they took the intestinal matter from fat mice and they injected it into skinny mice, and the skinny mice got fat. What I want you to get from that is how powerful the story in your belly is. It is driving your behavior. And we're going to help you be able to push the reset button on that and start counteracting a lot of what's been going on in your life, okay? The next thing we need to chat about is antibiotics. If you've ever had a single round of antibiotics in your life, just one round, you have to intentionally replenish the good stuff that the antibiotics kill. The antibiotics kill the bad stuff, but they kill all the good stuff too. one round of antibiotics, if you're compared to somebody that has never had antibiotics at all, on average, you will weigh a minimum of 12 pounds more just from the antibiotics, okay? And that leads us to the next thing. I want you to think about meat in our country, beef and chicken, and they talk about how it's grain fed and how they're antibiotic enhanced, and every bit of that, it fattens up the beef and the chicken, right? It fattens them up so that the farmer can get more money when they sell it. And then you ingest it and you wonder why you're gaining weight. Well, you're eating things that it's like A plus B equals C. If you put those things in there and it makes the animal fat and then you swallow it, it's going to make you fat. Does that make sense? And so grain fed is not the solution. Antibiotic enhanced. Guys, I want to encourage you to stay away from antibiotics unless you absolutely cannot avoid it. Allow your body to fight through something. I had 5 sinus infections in 1 year, and the 5th one, they wanted to give me antibiotics again, and I said, you know what? I'm going to let my body battle it out. And I stopped getting sinus infections after that. I put my body in the position where it had to fight. And I want you to know, yes, there are places where antibiotics are miraculous, and we're blessed that we have them, but it's not the cure-all. And dig your heels in and begin to fight for your body's immune system and strengthen it, okay? The next thing I want to talk to you about, I shared with you a little bit that the food manufacturers know about this magical combination that creates you as an addict for their products. And if I put all of these things into a bowl, I call it the 5 basic food groups of the American diet. Think about this: ground white flour, fat, sugar, salt, high fructose corn syrup. If I put all that in a bowl and mixed it up, that kind of covers the majority of what most people are consuming in America and thinking that it's some kind of a diet, right? I went to a restaurant, and you know how they have all the pictures of all their food? I looked at it and everything was that same color of fried chicken. That's not the color of health, right? When you begin to embrace life-giving food, there's color to it. It's beautiful. It's got color and flavor and texture, and there's so many combinations. It's not deprivation. It's actually, we're going to unlock this world of unlimited food combinations and tastes, and oh my gosh, it's so exciting. It's delicious. I can't wait for you guys to get off of the everything is the same nasty color of fried chicken and help you start getting some yummy, delicious, beautiful food into your day. Talked about more addictive than heroin. They know that. And then my 5 priorities for your focus. Most people, when they find out my passion and what I'm all about, they always start talking to me about the workout. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm a sweaty girl. So, yeah, I love to play, and I want to help you want to play again. But we're going to talk about my 5 priorities, and the workout is number 5 on the list. It's not number 1. And I'm going to talk about 5, 3, 2, 1. A little powerful thing for you to start doing every single day. So here we go. There's the skinny mice, fat mice. So just think about that. They took the intestinal matter from that fat mouse, and they injected it into the skinny mouse, and the skinny mouse got as fat as the fat one. That's the only thing that they did differently. And then this is really cool, and I want you guys to start being curious about this. I want you to test me on what I'm telling you about. Research it yourself. Start finding, there's so many resources out there. Start learning about this. You are the owner of this magnificent body, and it's time for you to take ownership of it and learn how it operates and how to take really great care of it. Because I'll tell you what, the people that I know that are 80 years old, their minds, if they've taken good care of themselves, you don't feel like you're old. You're just as bright in your mind as ever, and you want your body to be able to keep up with how fresh and happy your brain is. So take care of your body now. It's for real. This is for real. All right, as addictive as heroin, I just want you to know, do just a Google search, and you can find all kinds of papers. There's some videos that have been put out about it too. There's another video that's out about how wheat. You know, everybody thinks, oh, well, I'm having wheat instead of white flour. Wheat is insidious as well. So I would love to encourage you to educate yourself about wheat as well. We're going to help you get wheat out of your body. Wheat causes, it's the foundation for disease, having your joints ache. It triggers your metabolism. It makes you hungry. It does all kinds of things. And I want to help you opt out of that. And yes, there are things that you can eat. And, you know, if the conversation that you're having in your mind right now is you're panicking, I want you to know that's okay. In my boot camps, I would take people on grocery store tours, and I would have people burst into tears because they were freaking out. They're like, what am I going to eat? Please just rest, just be at peace, just relax. I want you to embrace this as a marathon, not a sprint. I want you to know that we'll help you start making the transition. There are some things that we can do really quickly, like I told you about the sugar, that will blow you away with how quickly you just go, oh my gosh, I've struggled with this my whole life. I didn't know that that's all I needed to do. And we'll help you start learning, you know, try this instead of that. And some of you are people that have to, you're all or nothing people, and some of you are ease into it people. Be who you are, but let's embrace the journey. I want you to begin to think long term. I want you to think 50 years with me, okay? Because I'm going to be doing this, you know, 50 years from now, and I want you with me. So here's my list of 5 priorities. Number 1 is your sleep. If you are not getting sound sleep, your body can't rest, it can't repair, it can't regenerate, you know? And so I want to make sure that you're going to bed. I picture this weird little guy in my stomach, and he's sitting there with his desk, and he's got a list of to-dos. And if you put a bunch of starchy carbs and sugars and fats and processed stuff in your belly before you go to sleep, he's not a happy guy. You know, you just like dumped a whole week's worth of work on him, and he's like, I already had a whole night's worth of work to do. So I'm going to encourage you to send yourself off to sleep with a light, easy to digest dinner so that he can get a lot of work done. You're going to sleep a whole lot better. And you guys, when you sleep soundly and you're getting 6 to 7 hours of sleep at night, you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're going to be a whole different human being. It's incredible. You know, a lot of times when people are tired, when you're tired, you can't control your appetite. You'll think that you're hungry and you're just tired. You know, so getting sleep is going to help you with your appetite. So, you know, if you've got issues with sleep, get with me, get with whoever invited you onto this, and let's help you solve that first, okay? The second thing is stress. If you're under a lot of stress, your body releases a hormone that literally tells your body to hold on to fat. It thinks that you need it to preserve you through the battle that you're going through. And so there are things that Advocare gives us that can just shut off that hormonal response, which is awesome. You'll still have too much to do, but you'll just be really at peace about it. And your body won't be releasing that hormone that's telling your body to hold on to the fat. And so it's going to help us start getting things rolling again. So sleep is number 1. Stress is number 2. Nutrition. We've been talking a lot about that. I want you to get protein. That is the focus. I want you to think 3 meals and 2 snacks a day. You're going to start planning ahead, packing a cooler, never, ever, ever going anywhere ever without having some kind of backup food on you. It can be some nuts. It can be fruit. I want you to always have some kind of protein, though. After you get through your first 10 days on the cleanse, you can have some cheese sticks. You can have Greek yogurt. You can have hard-boiled eggs. You can have Advocare's got these amazing snack bars that taste like a dessert. You can have your gingerbread bars or a peach bar, but you're going to always have something on you, nut butter, something. So you can get protein in 5 times a day: breakfast, lunch, dinner, mid-morning snack, mid-afternoon snack. The snacks are quick. You know, you should be able to consume them in 2 minutes. So if you're running around, I have people that will cut things up and have them in Ziploc baggies so they can just pop mouthfuls into their mouth as they're running around. This is so totally doable. And when you get in the groove of this, we're going to have to teach you, you know, the transition is just in the beginning, and then it's your new normal. So, you know, this is about embracing some change. Not liking where you are any longer so that you're open to change. And we're going to craft a solution that fits you and your particular lifestyle and situation. Okay. I saw a picture just in this last week, and it had a picture of 2 apples, and it said, to get the same amount of nutrition that you got from eating an apple 40 years ago, you would have to eat 7 apples today. And this is another fact, they're just not replenishing the soils. There are 17 things that need to go back into the soils, and they're only putting 3 of them back in. And so no matter how hard you're trying, if you wanted to try and give your body all of its nutritional needs and meet them at the highest level possible, it would be a part-time job, and you'd have to consume so many calories to do it that it would be counterproductive. So the answer is supplements. And, in my camps, we were asked that question every single day. What should we take? What should we take? We were actively looking. We had tried everything out there. There are some good things out there, guys. There really are. But I wanted something where I didn't have to second guess it. I wanted to know if I told somebody, use this, that it was safe 100% of the time, it worked 100% of the time, that I could trust every single ingredient in it. And that's what I found, and that's what I'm here to share with you. These are the best supplements on the planet, bar none. And then number 5 is recess, right? So it's the workout. I want you to get to a place where you want to go play. I remember one of my guys had lost 58 pounds, had not worked out. So I want you to know I've helped people that can't work out. They've had surgery. They're, in a situation where they were stuck on a couch for a month. They still were able to lose over 20 pounds in a month sitting on the couch. Had to help somebody at 58 pounds gone. He called me up and he said, I got home and I looked at my wife and I said, he said, I was so used to getting home and I would collapse on the couch and grab the remote. He said, I couldn't do it. And she said, well, go for a walk. And he goes, what a great idea. I want to help you get to that place, so that it's just a really great idea, and that you go and play, that you find things that you want to do, things that you've always wanted to try, and you go and play, and that it's fun again. It's going to put a smile back on your heart. All right. 5, 3, 2, 1. We're getting there, guys. We've got a couple more things to go through, and then I'm going to share some videos with you, and then we'll check back in and we'll talk face to face. Okay, so just want you to know I'm hoping that we'll be wrapping up here in about 15 minutes or so. So 5, 3, 2, 1. What this is I coach people to write down tonight 5 things. When you get them done tomorrow, it's going to be a successful day on your journey. That negative voice is so powerful, and this is a way for you to begin to take charge of that negative voice. So you're going to 5 things, get them done tomorrow, small goals. We're going to celebrate the things that you get done differently in the moments of your day. That's where we create the new habits that create a new lifestyle, that create results that you're really fired up about. At the end of the day, you're going to find 3 things you did great. It was always impactful to me in camp when somebody would come up and they had to give me their food log every day, and they were like looking at their ground and they didn't want to hand it to me. And what it came down to, guys, was for 23 hours and 55 minutes, they were awesome. And in those 5 minutes, birthday cake happened, and that's all they were focusing on. And when I began to look at their book, I'd go, look at this. You ate 5 times yesterday. You got protein in every single time. You worked out. You drank water. You did so many great things. You got vegetables in twice a day and fruit in twice a day. You did so many things great. Let's focus on that. Snap the wristband. And the one, when you're looking at the one on here, the 5, 3, 2, 1, the one thing is the one thing that you're going to do better tomorrow. So if birthday cake happened today, birthday cake does not happen tomorrow, And then what the 2 stands for is find 2 people to encourage. When you're encouraging someone else, you're paying it forward. And what's really cool is you encourage yourself. And it builds this community. When you're lifting other people up, it lifts you up. You become a teacher. You become a coach. You inspire other people. And when you bring someone else with you on this journey, you more than double the results for both of you. And that's awesome. All right, where to begin? What I'm going to share with you about Advocare, I want to make sure you know that it does not treat or cure anything. It's not medicine. It is safe, and it works 100% of the time. What we're going to share with you enables us to push the reset button on your GI tract and you're going to go forward free of these addictions that are fueling the monster in your belly, and they're continuing to feed the illnesses and the struggles that you're going through. So I'm going to hopefully do this correctly, and you're going to get to watch some videos, and then we'll talk a little bit about the videos, and we'll wrap everything up, okay? All right, so this is the place where hopefully, cross your fingers that I am going to do this properly. Where are we? Okay. Screen share. I'm screen sharing. Stop. So can you guys see me? Hey, there we are. All right. So I'm going to screen share again. And we're going to go to YouTube. Share. All right. Here we go. Give me just 1 second. I have to do these two things at the same time, and I'm hoping that I get them to time properly. All right. I didn't. Oh no, error loading video. Ah. Oh my goodness. Let's see if it'll do it now. It's not doing it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. It's not gonna load it. I can't believe it. Oh, I tried so hard to be prepared. Seriously. It's not gonna do it. Oh no, I don't know what to do. I don't think you guys can hear it if it plays on here. Shoot. Oh, my goodness. Well, it's not going to load them. Rats. Well, I'll tell you what we will do. I'll come back to you, and I will just talk to you. Here we go. Gonna stop screen sharing. All right. Well, hey, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I can't get the video to play, but what I will do, I think I maybe have. I do. Give me 1 second. Huh. I'll just walk you through it with this. I'm so sorry about the videos. Everything happens for a reason, but it was loading on my computer. But anyway, I have to play it on my phone so you can hear it, and it's not working. So what I wanted to show you videos about is about Advocare. So I want you just to understand a little bit about the company and the SciMed board who makes it, why I trust it, why it's given me the results that it's given. And so you'll have a great expectation of why it'll work for you as well. So the company's been around for 23 years. It's out of Plano, Texas. And this is our founder. And Charlie worked for another company. And that company made a move to put inferior ingredients in their products to increase profits. And he said, I'm not having any part of that. And so he had them buy him out. And I want you to think about this. He was incredibly successful, 6-figure monthly income at this place. He knew that he had a medical issue and he wasn't going to live for a long time. But he said, he had just hung out with his family, but he said, I want to make the best products on the planet. I want to give people the opportunity to have the best health and wellness. He was really passionate about helping us have health and wellness. And so he said, I'm not a nutritional biochemist, but he knew the head of nutrition at UC Davis, Dr. Hackman, helped him form the SciMed board. And there are now 10 members on the SciMed board. I want you to know that there are members that have been on here for 20 years. They would not do that if this was some kind of hokey deal. Do you know what I mean? And so when you start learning about the people that are on here, and the more you learn about Advocare, you'll learn that everybody's incented properly. What I mean by that is these guys receive a really small stipend. They'll tell you this is their way of giving back. They don't get paid based on how products or anything like that perform. They see the healthcare crisis and they want to help. Like 2 of the guys that are on here are 80 years old, and one of them has hospitals named after him around the world. He's the father of IV Nutrition. He's a teaching surgeon at Yale Medical. He has a wing named after him at Yale Medical. Can you believe that? That he's incredible. And I've had the honor of having dinner with him, and to see him hold up Advocare's meal replacement shake and say, my life's work is in here. I want you to know those are not just any kind of protein shake that you can get from anywhere. And I actually love it when somebody has tried other meal replacement shakes or protein shakes, because when you try this, you can tell it's like silk. It's so gentle on your stomach, and they taste really good, and they're designed to they see how many people have diabetes. I think the statistic is 50% of adults in America have diabetes or they're pre-diabetic, and they want to help that. And so it has an eye towards people that have diabetes. It's going to start your day off with your insulin level, your hormones level. There are 5 to 7 grams of fiber. 220 calories are awesome. So he's one of the docs on the SciMed board. The rest of them is amazing. There's 350 years of experience. I'm very proud of what I know about how to take care of our nutrition and everything. And it took me a while when I came to Advocare to put my ego to the side and say, you know what? These guys have forgotten more than I'll ever know. I'd be lucky to empty their trash can in their office. They're phenomenal people. So the president of the board of nutrition is on here. If you want to become a board certified nutritionist, he writes your exam. So we're not talking about a board certified nutritionist. We're talking about the guy that certifies the nutritionist to be board certified. Dr. Goldberg, he is the founder of the first men's medical facility in the country. He was Charlie's doctor. 68 years old, he said, my definition of aging is when my body begins to resist the requests I want to make of it. He said, guys, I've been drinking Spark every day of my life for 20 years. I've had almost 18,000 servings, and I'm 68 years old. I work out 2 hours a day. I see 70 patients a day, and it's because of Advocare. It's going to complete your body's nutritional needs. All the things that we were just talking about. We're going to reset your gut. We're going to get you to a whole new place where you don't have cravings. Your appetite's under control. You're sleeping like a rock. You're able to handle your stress. And you're never starving, never stuffed. You just are going to feel really good. I hope you're getting excited. And I hope you can tell it's exciting to me too. So how do we do this? There's a good picture back here. So this is your 24-day challenge, and hopefully you can see the button over to the side there where you can click the button and go learn more about it. But this is your 24-day challenge. The first 10 days, it's all about helping your gut get to a whole new place. We're going to very gently, uneventfully, meaning you don't have to tie yourself to the bathroom. We're going to begin to push the reset button. We're going to get those things, that monster, we're going to crush them and get them out of there. So we're going to get that stuff moving out. We're going to intentionally replenish all of the good probiotics down in your belly. We're going to add in some omegas that are the finest that you can get. Your hair, skin, eyes, nails, joints, everything are going to start to feel better and really quickly. Usually I'll hear people, they'll tell me when I talk to them at the beginning, they'll say, yeah, it hurts for me to get up out of a chair. My joints and everything ache. And they start taking these omegas, and within 2 or 3 days they feel better. you know? And I caution people, everybody's different, you know, but just know that you're going to feel it. I love the way that my nails and everything feel now. My 35-year high school reunion is coming up, and I love, you know, we post some pictures and stuff, and I've had some of my classmates go, holy cow, girl, what are you doing? You're turning back the hands of time. So, so it's this stuff, really is. And then you're going to have these herbal cleanse tablets that you'll take at bedtime, and they filter your liver, your kidneys, and your blood. And what's cool about that is all these things are floating around in your bloodstream, and I think of them kind of like bouncers. They're just going to go in there and go, hey, you guys are out of here, you know, and your cravings go away. 30 hours without processed sugar, you'll be blown away with how much you're not craving it anymore. 72 hours without processed meats, processed foods, and your taste buds, your sense of smell, everything is gonna change that quickly. It will blow you away with how quickly. Give me 3 days and you're gonna be waking up going, wow, I feel so much better. And then when we get done with the 10 days, we're now ready to complete your body's nutritional needs. And that's where these guys come in. So this metabolic nutrition system, oh, you'll be drinking Spark. So I want you to think about Spark is for your brain. So Spark is brain food. M&S completes your body's nutritional needs. If all I help you do is get those two guys going into your body, you're going to have a whole different life. And that's just, you know, without question, you're going to have a whole different life. I want you to think about this. It takes 3 sides of that box to list everything that's in there. Dr. Stowe's the president of the board the president of the Board of Nutrition, he says day 11 is the first day that an American knows what it feels like to have all their body's nutritional needs met. So day 11, we call it the wow day, because you're going to feel like your tanks are full. You know what I'm saying? If you've been running on empty, you're not going to be running on empty anymore. And, you know, I needed to know that everything that I needed to know that I'm that kind of girl. I'm OCD. I'm a nerd. I needed to know the thought process behind every single ingredient, because there's a minimum of 3 years of that team of top doctors and scientists pouring over exactly what needs to go into every single ingredient in here, and they get it from the best sources on the planet, and they put it in here in a way that your body gets it. Like if something's in a capsule, that capsule is actually made out of amino acids that helps take care of your muscles, but it pops open so that your body gets all of the goodies in there immediately. Nothing's going to pass through. It's all going to go into your body. You're going to feel it. It's awesome. I want you to think about the 3 sides of that box too. One side is like the alphabet. The other 2 sides is like herbs and botanicals. My buddy Cindy, she's a MD PhD. When she started looking into this, she said, Mel, this is like the best blend of Eastern and Western I've ever seen. I'm like, I know. You know, it's going to give us everything we need. The docs on the SciMed board asked the question, you know, the RDA tells us the minimum you need to not have disease, and they give vitamin C as an example. If you're not getting the RDA for vitamin C, you're at risk for scurvy. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be living my life hanging on the edge of disease. They ask the question, what do we need to be our best? What do we need to be amazing? And that's what they put in here. And every ingredient is so thoroughly researched and sourced, and you'll know it when you swallow it. It's the bomb. There are 3 different formulations. The 3 is for general overall wellness. C is to help curb cravings, and E is for those that need a boost of energy in the afternoon. So they're awesome. And then you got your meal replacement shakes. I've talked to you a little bit about that. There are 4 different flavors, and then they give us these great holiday flavors all the time. We'll have something special. Like right now, you can get white chocolate peppermint. And my daughter asked me to make pancakes with our meal replacement shakes. You just mix it up and cook it. They're awesome. And those white chocolate peppermint ones make really yummy pancakes too. So pretty crazy. And you'll keep going with your Spark. Think about how many people are around you that you know of that are dealing with memory loss, that are dealing with Alzheimer's, that are dealing with degenerative cognitive disorders. And I want you to begin to think about Spark as food for your brain. And, you know, they've tested it and proven that it helps you maintain brain volume. And I teach people, I can't add any back in, but I can help you hold on to what you've got. So that's the 24-day challenge. That's where we help people get started. And, you know, as you learn about Advocare, I want you to know that another thing that I really valued about it is that I'm a single mom and I value my money. And there's a way for you to get set up so that you can have it at a discount. There are no requirements. There's no risk. And it's like joining a Sam's Club. So it's $79. You get $69 worth of Spark. So it's like $10 to get signed up. There's tax and shipping. So it's about $93 out of pocket. You get a free microsite. You can order whatever you want from Advocare in your pajamas. You see your little shopping cart. They take the discount right out of the shopping cart. There are no monthly minimums. There's no mandatory auto ship. There are no requirements. As you can get to a 25, a 30, and a 40% discount. Once you achieve a higher discount level, you're there for life as long as you annually renew, like Sam's Club, for $50. So there's no monkey business. Charlie wanted us to be able to have health and wellness and to put us in control and to make it straightforward, something we could trust and rely on. That first year or two, if you decide you're unhappy, you did it, there's no risk. You call Advocare up and say, this wasn't for me. And they'll go, here, we'll send you your $79 back. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come in and try to help you. So I can't encourage you enough that if you're looking at this and you're looking to make this your year, 2016, the year that you get your health back. You know, we just posted a picture of one of the girls that started with us last January. 203 pounds gone in 11 months. You know, 2015 was her year. If this is your year, take a look at getting set up with a discount, and we'll share with you how to get to the bigger discounts. It can help you get set up, you know, for 6 weeks, 4 months, 8 months, and then you're just at that bigger discount, and, you know, it makes it really easy to keep going. So I think I've got a couple more slides. If you're wanting to go onto the website, I want you to also know Advocare is the only company that voluntarily lists every ingredient. If you're on medications, if you have any kind of concerns like that, we partner with doctors and pharmacists. You go to the microsite, click on the products that you're considering. You can print the details page. I tell people all the time, we'll partner with your doctor and pharmacist. Take it to them. Let's get their blessing. Let's make sure that we're all on the same page and that we're taking the best care of you. And Advocare has about 80 products. So the reason for that is we're all different. We're all in a different place. We have different needs. And you know, we're going to help customize the solution for you. So this isn't a one-size-fits-all. There are some add-ons that I would encourage you to take a look at. And, you know, I'm not going to go into all those. Catalyst is amazing. Catalyst, it's amino acids, and it's going to shrink wrap kind of your muscles so that when your body needs energy and that's the first place it goes to, it can't get it from there. So guess where it has to go? It has to go to your booty. So we kind of call it a potato peeler for fat. It was originally formulated at the request of the U.S. wrestling team to help them cut weight and hold on to their strength, and it'll help you do exactly the same thing. It's beautiful. Some other things that I love, you know, if you're dealing with any kind of blood sugar issues, diabetes, anything like that, again, these are not medications, but take a look at Crave Check and just Google the ingredients in Crave Check and to see what they do. They're awesome. So and it just cuts your hunger. There are no side effects. You just are like, you're just rock solid. You're just not like, I don't know about you, I was born hungry and I'm not fighting with my appetite anymore. So I love it. It's awesome. I'm gonna double check my my slides. I think that I want to make sure I'm not forgetting to tell you something, and then I'll open up the chat room. We're almost there. Gosh, you guys have hung with me for a while. I'm chatty tonight. I don't know why. All right, so we watched some things. Let me just make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Jump all in. The pre-order, you get free shipping. You get a free blender bottle, a free meal prep container, free wristband. You can pre-order now. We're going to start the whole group challenge on January 11th. Our team provides you with support and coaching in the community and Facebook group. You get this great workbook. There's a grocery list, online virtual coach, an app for your phone. There are workout DVDs, a cookbook. We're going to recognize your accomplishments, both scale and non-scale victories. And we have so many awesome coaches on our team, people that have gone down the path and gotten the job done. And they're going to reach their hand out to you. And I love that you get to hear from so many different voices. It's not just me. That's going to help you build your ability to do this and stay in this lifestyle and embrace it. And then I'm going to leave you with this. So when we started this out, I asked you, are you in the best shape of your life? And if you answered yes, well, congratulations, that's awesome. Then we need to talk to you about Performance Elite and how to help you take your game to the next level there. But if you're not in the best shape of your life and you're sitting there and you've got concerns, about your weight, about your health, about your energy, about your mood, about any of those things, what are you going to do about it? This is, you guys, I've been around this forever. And I'm with Advocare, and I've been here for over 4 years for very solid, tangible reasons. And I want you to know this is the best stuff on the planet. When I got here and I'd hear people say that, I'm like, you guys, that's a pretty bold statement. You need to be careful. I can say it without blinking an eye. This is the best stuff on the planet. It's going to help you. And if it's not this, then what? And if not now, then when? Why wait one more day to start feeling better, right? And I want to ask you too, how has your plan, whatever you've been doing, how has that been working for you so far? And if you don't get started with us, where are you going to be in 24 days? Where are you going to be 90 days from now? Where are you going to be this time next year? You're going to be like our rock star who, one of the girls on our team, 72 pounds gone. She started last January. Holly just started the 24-day challenge right before Thanksgiving and 19 pounds gone. Where are you going to be this time next year? I want you to know you can do this. We're going to be with you every step of the way. Go to advocare.com. This place is an open book. Dig around. If you've got questions, let's get them answered. Reserve your 24-day challenge. They'll start shipping them out. I think they've started shipping them out. But you can still take advantage of this offer that they have as long as they've got them on hand. They're trying to do this through January 4th. They may run out before then. So reserve it as soon as you can. And join us now so we can help you prepare. We're going to have several coaching calls. We're going to do a food class. We're going to do all kinds of things to help you begin to practice now and realize you can do this and that you're going to love it. And then we're going to begin on January 11th with you totally prepared to crush this and get to a whole new place. Decide to make this your year once and for all. Yes, you can do it. We can't wait to help you. Last thing on here, if you have a heart for helping other people, we are always looking for great coaches. I'd love to share with you how you can earn income, getting the results that you want to get and helping other people come along board with you on that. So Advocare pays us really well for helping other people have great success. So I'm going to stop sharing. You should see me again. Hey. And then I think I have to take, you guys see the offer over to the side. Just know that that's at advocare.com. And you'll just, there's a banner that will pop up that has the All-In Challenge. And you'll just want to click on that so that you can get the free shipping. You have to order it from that banner to get all the free goodies. So that's where you'll want to go to do it. And I am going to open up the chat room and let me know if you have questions. Mark Jackson, does anybody have questions for me? Ask anything, seriously. I'm trying to think of the kind of questions that people will normally have. A lot of times they ask what you eat. So I don't know if that's a kind of question. Do you guys have questions? Somebody type hi to me just so I know that it's working. If you're somewhere where you can type, at least type hi. And then let me know if you've got questions about how any of it works. Questions or concerns about any part of it. Hopefully I covered everything. I'm hoping that I took good care of you. 9:02. I went for an hour. I thought I would be done a little bit quicker than this. So thanks for hanging in with me this long. Well, I'm going to give you another second. If you guys don't have any questions, we're here for you. And I want to help you, you know. Whoever invited you to be on the call, we want to help you. And I can't encourage you enough that I have looked at everything out there and tried so many things. And this was the missing piece for me. And so if you've been struggling with fighting your appetite, with sleep, with aches and pains and your mood and you're tired and you don't feel like working out, and if any of that stuff's been happening for you, if you've got medical concerns, let us know and lock arms with us. You'll have a responsibility in this. I want you to know you can't just swallow this and it turns out great. You have to you know, incorporate it into great choices. But the way that it gets your body to this new place, it just makes it so easy. It really does. So all right, well, nobody's asked me any questions, so I want to say thank you again. God bless you, and I can't wait to get you started on your challenge. Bring some friends with you. Again, you know, encouraging other people is going to help both of you more than double your results. So that's a super cool result from that too. So, all right, I think there's a thingy that I get to do up here. Again, I'm learning this webinar's online. I hope I didn't mess it up. I know my videos didn't work, but maybe that was because I was supposed to talk tonight. I don't know. Heaven knows I can do that. So, all right. Here we go. Take care, guys. I'll see you very soon.